And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogs...
What will I learn?
Exactly what you... I think you will...
Can you tell me more?
Defense Against the Dark Arts... A mastery of... Fortunately...
You mentioned Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade is... You should...
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments. Judging by your...
He did, Professor.
My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a certain...
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well... Speak of the devil, Professor Fig.
Oh?
Yes.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've
Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. Might I rely on you?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And invaluable...
Yes, Professor.
And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogs.
Revelio. It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. Did I hear you at...
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. We don't know where this... And she may feel a...
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, happily, you have the... Speaking of... Why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman. I shall reach out when I have more information about her. For now...
What was that for? I can't wait till all my sisters...
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it's...
Hello? If I have the time, I may look.
I've been...
Do
come and find me if you stumble.
I do get nervous when the owl...
Revelio.
Lumos. spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
I never know what to say when I write.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumen.
All very logical, I suppose. You have a knack for solving. Well, I'm glad someone... The moth! I should have seen that.
Was it? Half a bottle of flabbergasted Louis.
Revelio. Revelio.
you've got.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise choice. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Levioso. Levioso. Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. Protego. Okay, seems. Good form.
I know.
This be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. You're good.
How perceptive, right?
I do enjoy lively dueling.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition.
Nice work.
always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Lumos. I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian didn't expect a new student. Then again, perhaps this wasn't...
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive,
Unsanctioned? I don't know.
Yes, to keep student... If you want to get... Whether it's joining a secret duel, you just have to be...
Thank you, Sebastian.
Good. Pleasure. Perhaps somewhere on... Look for Luke and Brattle. Till next time.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we? Revelio.
Obviously, I asked her for a love potion.
She's a muggle, so of course that makes sense.
Revelio.
Sorry, I didn't mean... Leave me be!
Revelio.
Oh my.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remote.
Here! Behind you! There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles up, excellent good happens to the best of us. That's it! Stay focused. Splendid! Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Come on now.